Hi there, I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Welcome to TCM, where we've got one more picture remaining in tonight's lineup of Godzilla movies, though admittedly Godzilla isn't in the movie. In 1954, Toho Studios in Japan released Ishiro Honda's Godzilla in the West, and it became an international hit, launching a franchise that continues in far more modern form to stomp on today, both in Japan and in Hollywood. As of this morning, Godzilla stands as the world's best-known movie monster. Earlier tonight, we presented 3 films from Japan's original Godzilla series. But the franchise created more than a sequence of Godzilla movies. It launched an entire genre of Japanese monster movies, kaiju movies. Up next, one of the first kaiju films not to feature Godzilla, also the first one shot in color. From 1956, Rodan. As opposed to the later kaiju films, like the movies we had earlier tonight, which were tonally lighter and aimed at attracting a young audience, Rodan has more of the darker, foreboding feel of the original Godzilla. The story begins in a small Japanese mining village. Deep down in the mine, men are dying. No one is quite sure what is killing them. Turns out it's a monster. While Godzilla was a land and sea creature, this new monster, Rodan, is on his way to sprouting wings and taking to the skies. Rodan's airborne skill set posed particular problems for the director, Ishiro Honda, 2 years after he directed Godzilla. Typical of these kaiju movies, there were no elaborate special effects here, no cinematic magic that could make Rodan fly. The budget was minuscule, meaning what you'll see is a man in a rubber suit suspended by wires from the ceiling of the studio. According to those present during production, the stuntman in the suit took more than his share of spills, some from as low as 3 feet, others from as high as 25 feet. That's just something to keep in mind every time you see the monster soaring through the sky. Here it is from 1956, Rodan. Rodan was released in Japan in 1956, but didn't make its way across the Pacific to American theaters until August of '57. Once it arrived here in the U.S., there was much work to be done, starting with bringing in actors to dub the English language dialogue. In a brilliant cost-cutting move, the American distributors brought in Paul Frees, known as the man of 1,000 voices. Frees voiced, quite literally, dozens of characters in the movie. Chinese-American actor Key Luke voiced the male lead, while a 20-year-old college student from UC Berkeley responded to an ad and also landed a dubbing gig. George Takei, Sulu from Star Trek, still acting today, still using his booming voice as an occasional announcer on the Howard Stern Show. You know, without George Takei, I'd still be pronouncing guacamole as guacamole. Coming up, TCM Underground. Tonight, 2 genres collide as blaxploitation meets a zombie film.